Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TOC Daily News. First up tonight, the increase of horrific attacks in downtown Los Angeles by certain individuals. In a moment, we will send out an interview of a woman who was present in the crowd and who witnessed one of these violent attacks. We will also be speaking with an expert on human psychology, Dr. Alexander Drossner. Several individuals have been terrorizing Los Angeles, and LAPD is at a loss to explain the sudden increase in criminal behavior. The LAPD is doing everything in their power to ensure the safety and well-being of citizens. The police have released information that Butch Coolidge, a renowned boxer, has been involved in these current events. Witnesses have testified that it was him who ran over a man without prerogative. In 1976, he won the gold belt in the International Heavyweight Boxing Championship and is known to have been in and out of touch with the LAPD. His last known whereabouts was River Glam Hotel. Another character under suspicion is Vincent Vega. Thanks to an anonymous tip, we know that it was he who crashed his car, for unknown reasons, into the house of a well-known drug dealer known as Lance. With us here today is Ms. Gruntjes, interviewed by our own Sarah Walker. Ms. Gruntjes witnessed the car crash between Butch Coolidge and Marcellus Wallace.
Ms. Gruntjes, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So, tell us what you saw that day.
Well, I was walking home from shopping with one of my friends, and all of a sudden, this big African-American guy just stops dead in the middle of the road. Really weird. So I said to my friend, "What's he doing?" I mean, middle of the road. Then he gets hit by a car.
A car, you say?
Yeah, just...
Without reason?
Yeah, for no reason. Just, he was standing there, I don't know, he looked up, and this guy just full on hit him. So I screamed, my friend screamed, we dropped our bags, ran over, and he was just laying there. And
Who? The African-American?
the African-American individual. And so we checked him to see if he had broken his back or something like that, because my grandma, she got hit by a car and she did break her back and she died. So
How terrible.
yeah, it happened a long time ago. Okay. But so we were checking him to see if he was alright, and the car had actually gone on, and I don't know, bumped into a road or so, bumped into a building or something. I don't know.
A lamppost, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that was it. But I was really focused just on the guy laying there, and I don't know. He'd just come back from getting donuts because they were laying everywhere, and we were checking in, and he opened his eyes, and my friend actually said to him, like, I can testify if you would like to sue, and I thought it was really nice of her. But he just got up, shook it off, and grabbed the biggest gun I've ever seen. It scared the crap out of me.
And what happened to the guy who crashed into this African-American? What did he do?
I don't know, I guess he crashed into the lamppost, and some people went over to him to check if he was alright. And then after the African-American guy grabbed his gun, he just ran away, and they chased each other, and that was the last I ever saw of any of them.
But do you know that it's Butch Coolidge and Mr. Wallace who were in the events?
No, sorry, I didn't. My boyfriend watches boxing, so I have heard the name Butch Coolidge, but nothing more.
Well, thank you very much. We have to go back to the studio now, but thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sarah. We will now show you a short sequence from our own professional Dr. Drossner.
Well, my expert opinion on the recent events. As we see here, Butch Coolidge suffers from an extreme case of reality loss. His aggression is much higher than the average, and this might obviously be caused by his profession, the boxing. My professional opinion is that he is not able to distinguish between appropriate behavior in the society, but would much rather live in his own sort of hyper-reality in which any sort of violence is not only appropriate, but necessary. This is a common outing for individuals caused by early childhood problems. As far as I am informed, he suffered from an early loss of his father and might therefore not be able to interpret the situation correctly. But his case is not the only one. Also other public persons, which I of course cannot name because of my obligation to secrecy, that were involved in rather violent incidents similar to Butch Coolidge accident. But of course, I also cannot turn these similar problems. Thank you.
We have just received word that current events have been a source of inspiration for filmmakers and have led to a film being made which will premiere on 6th of December. That's all for tonight, folks. Thank you and good night.
Well, then what then?
Gave her a foot massage.
God came down from heaven and stopped him.
Oh, fuck's happening? Oh, man.
Driving home for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces.